Hey everyone, this is Autumn from Adventure Roads, and Josh is off working today, so I thought, well, what a better way to hop on YouTube today and maybe do my opinion of the F-350, the Godzilla, from maybe a woman's point of view, and to just give you a little backstory on maybe some of us and some of the vehicles we've had and some of the different things that we enjoy about this truck. Alright, so as you saw in our other video regarding the Godzilla, this is a Super Duty, it's an F-350, and I really need to talk to Josh because it is extremely filthy. He should be taking better care of this rig. So I think today we'll probably get a car wash and get her all cleaned up. So this is our F-350 and we named her Montana, and the backstory behind that is that I'm from Montana, and so our gray truck is named Montana, looks like the mountains, and our blue truck is named Michigan because looks like the lakes and a lot of water here in Michigan. So, and that's where we live right now, Michigan. So come along for the ride today. Okay, I'm in the Godzilla right now, and you can see behind me I have some laundry. I'm going to the Airbnb for a little bit it was just easier to do laundry here at the ranch instead of stay all night over there and do it. So I kind of wanted to give you a little bit of like some of the features that I really appreciate in here. So let's take a look. So if you take a look down here, they have the different settings for the seats, which I really enjoy. And as soon as you get in and you put the key in, it actually will put you in the seat. And it's set to Josh, but I'm going to go to number 2 because he thinks I'm crazy, but I like my seat to be a little bit lower and the back of my seat to be a little bit higher. All right, so if you check out here, this is the screen, which it looks a lot like the F-150. There's a few differences. For example, this does have Android Auto, so if I click in my phone right now, you'll see what I mean. So this is Android Auto, and this is connected to my phone. So you do not need a navigation system to use this. This is a feature that I really appreciate. All you have to do is see the little microphone on the bottom right. You can click that and actually speak out where you want to go, or also on the steering wheel has a little person here. And we're going to click that right now. Joe's Premium Firewood.
All right, I'm setting your destination to Joe's Premium Firewood in Plainwell. Joe's Premium Firewood may be closed by the time you arrive.
Well, Joe, we're not going to be coming today, but we are planning to bring the Godzilla down soon and to meet you and fill it up with some wood. So that's Joe's Premium Firewood. Shout out. Oops. Okay, let's do another one. Oral Roberts University.
Sure, adding a stop at Oral Roberts University in Oklahoma, United States.
So right now it's going to build the map, and you can see it in the back screen here as it builds. We'll start loading. And it's going to take us on a journey. And so it brings us to where we're going to leave from. And that'll actually take us all the way there. So that's pretty cool. 14 hours and 24 minutes to see the kids. So that's the Android Auto. It's one of the features I really like in the Godzilla. Just a little idea of how tall the Godzilla is. I'm 5'4", and basically it's quite a step up to get in. I would say it's probably it comes right about here, and I can just see over it. I gotta look up a little bit, but yeah, it comes right at eye level there. So it is quite the truck to get into if you are shorter, but hey, you know what, good exercise getting in and out, not bad. Okay, as promised, it's time to get a car wash. So I'm going actually through the automatic car wash. It's called Typhoon Car Wash, but anyways, I could hand wash this thing, but I don't know if I want to be doing that today. But I think it just needs a wash. So we're going to head through the automatic car wash. This rig is big, but guess what? It fits every time I get nervous. But I'll show you what we do with the mirrors and things. There's the car wash. Yes, we're gonna fit in there. Looks like that Dodge Ram is fitting just fine, so I would think we'd fit too. Okay, so if you didn't know, I love bluegrass, and that's what's playing right now. Okay, as I sit here and I prepare for the car wash, I thought let's just look at some of the dash here and what it has. So we're on trip 1. We can look at fuel economy, off-road status, configure your screen views. We can go over here to, we can add or remove screens if we want to. We can reorder screens. Let's look over here. Off-road status. We can look at fuel economy. How's fuel going? Oh, we're just still averaging 13.9 miles per gallon. Now we are still in the break-in period. I've listened to Josh talk a lot about this. So, and the mechanic the other day said we could get upwards of 15. So that's not too bad for this type of vehicle. Trip fuel, so you can have multiple trips. Again, fuel history. Let's take a look at that. Still showing us same. It's basically the same thing. Fuel economy there. Compass navigation. Right now we're pointed north. Let's see, truck info, we can look at tire pressure, transmission temperature. Our transmission temperature is 189, was 187 a couple minutes ago, so it went up a little bit. Engine information, 230 hours, 27 idle hours, digital speedometer, if we just wanted to see that information. Tire pressure, okay, 82, 74, 91, and 83. Way different than the tires on the F-150. The other day in the F-150 we had some really low pressure on one of the back tires, and actually we ended up replacing tires. We had 70,000 miles on them. It was crazy. So then we can look at the different towing status. I probably won't do much towing. And we can look at the lane keeping system, pre-collision. Now the other day I did have someone brake really hard in front of me and I slammed my brakes because it was right away, and the big red thing came up warning me that potential collision was going to happen. So there are a few alerts here. The rear parking aid, I really like that. So when I turn on the rear parking aid, I get a video. There's also cameras in the front, so that help for some of the preventing collision. So lots of good things here. I typically keep my information on my trip status. So let me go to trip 1, and that's what I like to see. And 123 miles, I'm gonna be empty. Right now it says I'm at 14 miles per gallon. Looks like I've gone 307.8 miles on this tank. So yeah, looking good. Okay, it's almost my turn to get washed. We'll see how pretty this truck looks after we're all done. Gotta just make sure I stay between the uprights. I would hate to scratch up anything, so here we go. Okay, one other feature that I particularly like is the way the mirrors work. So when you hit this button right here, if I can find it, right here. Sorry, it's hard to video and do this at the same time. When you hit it, they both come in at the same time. And so that's really nice, especially when I'm about to get a car wash and I don't want the mirrors to be sliced off of this rig. Okay, so just a little bit of backstory on why we even got the F-350. Josh has been researching the 7.3 liter for quite some time. He's been on a lot of different forums and blogs and different things like that. And if you know Josh, I'm getting car washed. If you know Josh, he is very particular and he does all of the research that he possibly can before he buys. And when he saw this truck, he was very interested. So we ended up, he's the type of person that will not for surviving the car wash. He's the type of person that does all the research. We could be going to a car lot for years and years and years and years, and I would be going crazy. I am the type of person that's like, okay, you want to do it? Let's go buy it. So he went to work on Black Friday and I went over to the Ford dealer and I made a deal. So it was a good thing. Okay, looks like we still need a little bit of undercarriage cleaning, but overall this rig looks beautiful and very shiny. It's a nice clean job that we got here. Not bad, not bad. So, there is one feature that I really like about the Godzilla in regards to the tailgate. Now, I know that there are a lot of trucks out there where you can do all these fancy things with the tailgate, but I myself personally don't really need a fancy tailgate. I just need to be able to get in and out of the tailgate, like get in and out of the back of the truck easier, because I have shorter legs, so it's a little hard for me to jump in and out. And plus, I am aging a little bit, 42 now, so you know, I'm getting older, so I want to make sure I can still get in and out of the truck if I need to, if we go camping, if we're traveling, which we love to travel. So let me show you this feature that I really like. Okay, so it looks like a normal tailgate, but it's not, because you can click right here and see how it popped out a little bit. So what it does, so now I have an instant step, but we don't stop there really. We can pull out the actual help to get in. So for me, I just grab that, step up, and I'm in, and then when I get out, I just grab that, step down, and I'm out. So perfect for someone who struggles getting in and out of the back of a truck like this, who still wants to have a truck and enjoy the benefit of the truck. So that's a feature I like. Okay, so Josh might not approve, but this is my own little speed test just to show you how much get up and go this truck really does have. Look at that thing go. All right, I'll slow down. We don't want to be getting in trouble. I was just followed for a little while by a state trooper too, so, but don't worry, Josh, I wasn't speeding. I was just showing that to give an example of how this truck really does have some get up and go, if you will. And I'm the type of driver that likes to get up and go. I like to, for the most part, stay in the speed limit. Cruise control was the best thing ever invented for me, because my foot tends to be a lead foot. It's not that I'm trying to speed. A lot of times it's just because I'm in the music, you know, doing whatever. I'm on a mission, we're getting there type of thing. And most of the time I'm not even paying attention to the speed. So I think cruise control is good for me. I'm the cruise control person. So anyways, so I did not speed all the way home. I was just showing everyone that it does have some get up and go. So, you know, when you're on the freeway or at a place where the speed limit is higher, it's not bad. You know, being a Montana girl, I don't know if people realize, but for a while there, the speed limit in Montana was safe and prudent. And that meant you drove however fast you needed to drive. And as long as it was safe and prudent. So I was used to, you know, taking back roads, and you know, it was nothing to do 80 miles an hour. It was nothing to be on the freeway doing 100. So now I'm in Michigan, and all the back roads with barely anybody on them, it's 55 miles an hour. So these are the roads where you want to go fast, you know, nobody's around. There's no dogs, there's no children, there's no nothing. Now we do have deer, but there's a lot of stretches here where there's nothing. So anyways, yeah, so I do like to drive, that is true. And evidence would be that I've spent a lot of time driving, and we put 70,000 miles on our F-150 truck. Our F-150 truck, 70,000 miles on the tires in 2 years. So I couldn't even believe I was due for tires. So anyways, we're just enjoying the Godzilla today. Hope you're enjoying this video too. One of the things about big trucks is that they can jostle you around pretty good. So you can ride in these big trucks for a long distance and it might not feel very good. But I will say with the Godzilla, we have not had that problem at all. We actually drove it all the way to Florida. It was a great ride there and a great ride back. The only time we really felt jostled around is when we were on roads that were extremely bumpy. For the most part, it's pretty smooth ride. We have an F-150 and that rides really nice, and the Godzilla is not far behind it. So I will say that is a nice feature. The other thing is, as a woman, it can be kind of intimidating to be in a big truck like this, and it is a big truck. I mean, we've got the 6.5 foot box, not the 8 foot, but to me, and it's a crew cab, so it's pretty long. But I have the F-150 too, which is also a crew cab in the 6.5 foot box, so I'm used to that from a length perspective. But I'll give you an example. At my work, we have to back in, where where I worked in Kalkaska, we had to back in. I could back these trucks in like nobody's business. And I'm not just saying that, but I've now had 10 years of backing and experience. And so I've gotten really, really good at it. But it can be a little bit intimidating for folks, especially when you're inside driving it. It might feel like, wow, this truck's going to be huge. But once you're in it and you have your seat where you need it, really, it feels just like you're in a big SUV. It doesn't feel that big at all. It actually is really comfortable, really easy to drive, and not so scary like I thought it might be. I've really enjoyed riding it. The scariest thing to me is that I might hit a deer or something, and I don't want that to happen because I've hit an elk before and I know what that looks like, and that's no fun. So, but yeah, I think if you're worried about how it's going to ride, don't be worried. It rides really nice, and we're looking forward to getting a camper and pulling some bigger loads. If you're concerned as a woman that will you be able to drive this rig, you know what? I definitely think you can. It's got great mirrors. It has a great backup camera. It definitely has all the things that you need in order to make sure you're not having any issues on the road. So I would definitely encourage this purchase. We have absolutely loved it. So here's some more coming up soon.
Okay, here it is. It's got that nice purr, that rum sound.
All right, we're back at the ranch. It's been a fun day. We've been busy. It took us about 20 minutes to go to town. It's about 18 miles, and we drove it good. And I showed you some of the features from the Godzilla, the Android Auto, the dash features, the mirrors. Just talked about really driving it and how it feels for me as a woman, from a woman's perspective. And even the tailgate, I showed that too. So we really love this truck. We love it a lot. So wanted to give a little bit of a background to Josh and I and why we like Ford. He's had a Ford actually since I've known him. We met in 2000, April 14th, 2000, online. I was before there were online romance things. We were one of the originals. There were a few others, of course, but it was AOL dial-up. You got mail. And, the little guy went across the screen. And so April 14th, 2000, we met in person for the first time over Memorial Day weekend. He flew out to Montana to meet me. And then I flew here 2 weeks later, and he proposed on Mackinac Island. So, pretty cool. He gave me a key ring with a magazine diamond taped to it. Very romantic. And then 2 weeks after that, I moved here, and a few months after that, in October, we were married, and this is our 21st year of marriage. When I met Josh, he owned a Ford F-150. Correct me if I'm wrong, Josh. It was 1992. It was a black and red. And on the front, where this says Super Duty, it said Beats Walkin'. And so he rode his bike to work, his bicycle, and I drove Beats Walkin'. Such a gentleman he is. And so we've had Fords all along. We had a big Ford. It was a V10. It was a 4-door crew cab. It was big. We had a minivan once. I think that was a Ford too. But anyways, we've had a lot of different Fords. We've obviously got the Grand Marquis, which if we look back here, I'm pretty sure it's there. There it is. Josh took my truck to work today. He didn't drive the Marquis. He took my truck. So I'm driving the Godzilla, of course. But anyways, we've always been a fan of Ford, and we've always enjoyed that. So somebody might be wondering, how much did you spend for this rig? Well, the good news is, before we bought the Godzilla, we didn't have any car payments. We've worked very hard all of our life to make our own way, to make a living. And we got to no car payments, which was great. We went to the Godzilla. We did get a car payment, but it's manageable. but this rig was $60,000 out the door. And we figured that maybe the Merc might not last forever. It seems like it might be on its last leg. I'm not sure. But anyways, so it was $60,000 out the door, and I thought it was a great deal when we bought it. It was a special order vehicle, so I don't really know all the details behind the special order, but it has all the bells and whistles, as I showed you some of them today. And it's just a great truck, so we've really enjoyed having it. It's got almost 10,000 miles on it, so we've been a little aggressive in our driving. We're going to get better about that. But yeah, so anyways, we've really, thank you for watching our video today. Thank you for watching all of our videos. The Godzilla is just another part of our adventure on Adventure Roads. You know, if you follow us, you know that we like tractors and rangers, and we really just like to adventure and enjoy life. We've got some upcoming things going with our kids. We have one graduating. Sounds like she's going to be doing some inner city missions down in Tulsa. We have another one who's still going to Oral Roberts University, so they both go there. So go ORU to go Ohio State out, 15 seed to 2. So that was pretty amazing, but so that was pretty awesome. I was getting updates all day yesterday about this game. And now Josh is like, we got to watch the next game, you know, so it's pretty cool. But anyways, yeah, we just love life. We love adventuring. We love traveling, all those things. And we hope you really like this video today. So I was thinking, since this has kind of been a traveling type of video where we're talking about, you know, this truck and doing stuff, that I just sing you a little jingle to on your way out here as you've been watching the video. Hopefully you've watched this long. It's a long video, but it's one of my favorites. It's an oldie. So here you go. Happy trails to you until we meet again. Happy trails to you. Keep smiling until then. Who cares about the clouds when we're together? Just sing a song and think of happy weather. Happy trails to you till we meet again. Okay, well, if you haven't already, click the subscribe button, the like, and click the bell for notifications. See you next time. Thanks.